can do my really harsh deorbit right about here. And if I don't land in the right place, the beautiful thing about the Eve self-refueling exploration plane is that I can just use itself to refuel it. It's literally in the name, so I don't have to land this accurately at all, because its entire purpose is to fly around to different spots on Eve. And if it can't do that, it's kind of a failure. Okay, ditch those. The boost... Oh, that's why it crashed into the S-line, because the decouplers aren't fully aligned, and they crash into my tailplane. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So I can't use physics warp on this, which is really annoying. Okay, let's check on this. Let's make sure everything's aligned. Okay, yeah, everything looks to be... Why are the propellers weird? Okay, I'm gonna tell you straight up, if, like, everything is completely borked on this, due to, like, saving and loading and problems with the game itself, and not problems with me and more design, I'm gonna just cheat it a new one on the servers at Eve, but I'm gonna land it legitly. If it's messed up, I'm gonna teleport a new one in position of it and delete it, or crash it finally. So, yeah. I'm not gonna try and live with the consequences of a Kraken attack or anything. Maybe. I'm going at 1,000, and I can use the rest as fuel to get across this ocean. Why am I going in retrograde? Oh, I'm physics warping. I shouldn't do that. Oh, yeah, of course I shouldn't do that, because it's going to bend my thing out of the way. And it's a plane, so I can use its planiness. That is... Krakening. It's taking my camera view away from it. I don't know why it does that. It's still doing it. What's happening? Is something weird with the bay? Is SAS disengaged? What happened? Okay, I'm gonna load the quick save again, because something is going wonky here. And I'm gonna slow down even more this time, seeing if that's what it is. And I'll just glide to an appropriate landing. I forgot to quick save before the entry! Okay, fine. I'll land the crew transport rover. I've tried to land, like, everything but that at this point. Okay, I don't remember exactly how this lands. How does this land? How does this land, actually? I don't know. I am 100% unaware of... Okay, it has parachutes. Does it glide? Do I just need to plop it down in vaguely the right spot? How does it re-enter? Okay, I have 2 kilometers per second of delta V, but I can't exactly exert that really fast, because it's nuclear engines. I am unsure how I wanted myself to land this. I am very unsure of that. Okay, next pass, we're gonna try and make a landing attempt. I can quick save here, so I don't have to switch everything again. And then, since this is gonna take 242 seconds, that's like 5 minutes or something, to slow down, to exert all this delta V, I'm gonna... burn up. Not like literally burn up. I'm gonna fire my engines in an upwards direction, so I have more time to slow down, is what I'm saying. I am hopefully not going to burn up in the atmosphere. That would be very counterproductive to what I am attempting to do here. Okay, if I keep going on this current trajectory, I am going to slow down too quickly, actually, so I may have started burning too early. And what is the, okay, retracting solar panel. Okay, we're in the atmosphere now. I think the safest method of doing this, to protect the rover, is just to go in tail first. I'm going to go in tail first, and let the disposable service module take the brunt of the beating. And then when it's time, detach the thing. Wait, detach the thing. What decoupler is this? Oh, okay. I wanted to deploy the fairing and then detach the thing. I'm glad I caught that. Oh, I'm out of fuel. There's our target. We are coming in slightly to the side, but, you know, it's a rover. Its job is to move around once on the surface of the planet. We are coming in fast and hot. Are we gonna land the water? I don't want to land the water. It's a rover, not a boat. I didn't bring a boat. I should have brought a boat. Okay, hold on. I can kind of use this like a wing. Because, like, the weight is off to one side, so I can kind of glide this closer to my target. Vaguely. Okay, never mind. Okay. I'm not gonna land in the water, but I am gonna have to drive this thing 30 kilometers. So I might, like, do that in the stream or something. There's definitely gonna be, like, streams where I'm gonna, like, fly around and name things, because I don't want to edit that. Okay, since we are 7 kilometers up, I think it's about time we ditched that and revealed the rover beneath. And then... There we go. We're upside down. Actually, no, that is expected, because the draggy bits are the wheels, and they're towards the bottom of the rover. So that is expected. Did I ever test landing this thing? Yeah, I said it. I think I made it into a thumbnail, actually. I can kind of glide this thing. It's weird how many things are like airplanes. In Kerbal, at least. I don't think you'd manage anything like this in real life. But we are flying a car upside down on Eve. People said we have flying cars in 2022, and look, it's 2022 and we have flying cars on another planet. Okay, it's about time we pop the chutes, I think. So there we are. And we're going 4 meters per second. It's too high to do that. So let's just time warp for like 2 years until we get down to the surface. Is there a setting on OBS where I can do a time lapse and not like fill up my hard drive that's rapidly shrinking? I think I have like 60 gigabytes left, and that was before I started recording everything today. It's all my unfinished projects. Okay, we're not going to land straight. We could land the other way, so we are at least pointing downhill. Wait, which way is downhill? Probably towards the lake. So we want to be facing the lake so that we kind of have a chance of landing with all wheels down at the same time. Because if we come down right on the front wheels, that is a surefire recipe to break those wheels. Okay, we're facing vaguely the right direction. There's our shadow, just in the nick of time, because we are about to touch down. Three, 2, 1, and that's not how this was supposed to happen. Okay, that's a suspension issue. We broke half the wheels. Friction control, spring damper, auto. So if we reduce the spring strength, we should be able to. Okay, so if I do a named quick save here, because I'm not going to repair it, because like that's a glitch. I can definitely quick load for glitches. Hopefully, we're a decent time to do that. We're this far back. Why are we this far back? Okay. Full sand retrograde, let's go. Let's try this again, shall we? This is supposed to be the episode where I triumphantly land everything on Eve. And, it's taking me like 10 tries to do anything. So I might have to split this up into 2 episodes. So, there might be just a cut to episode, 9 here. Wait, did I say episode... I may have done the episode intro wrong. Okay, 70 kilometers. Oh, that's fast. We're gonna burn up. We're gonna overshoot. We are going to overshoot. I repeat, we're gonna overshoot Houston. Houston, we have several problems. That's gone. That's exploded. Houston, another thing has exploded. Houston, there's been another thing that's exploded, and another thing. Yeah, we didn't give ourselves enough time this time. If we stop, like, right now, we might actually get closer to the landing site that we did on the last attempt. And we could fly this like a plane like we did last time. Like, okay. That was stupid of me. I forgot to ditch the fairing before I ditched the thing. And we're all the way in orbit again. Isn't that lovely? And this is too late, isn't it? We started burning way too late. So we're not going to slow down in time. I throttle up the engines as I descend down to Eve. trying to target the landing site, and I am Ultimate Steve. But then I realized I overshot the landing site again. So one more quick load again. Why is Eve so very hard to land on? Why is Eve so very hard to land on? Why is Eve so very hard to land on? And harder to launch from? Why is Eve so hard to land on?
If you two want to see some cool lightning, open up the blinds and turn the lights down.
Okay. I mean, I need the lights on so we can see it. But like, there's the.
Just have it be like dimmer.
Hello, I'm still here. But you can't see me because I turned the lights down so I can. Well, that is really cool lightning. I don't know. Can you see that? I'm picking up the camera and it's pointed in that general direction. Okay, no, you can't see it.
Darn it.
So I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna be. The face cam is gonna be chilling out down here a little bit. You can kind of see my hand if I wave it up right against there. But I don't have to worry about slouching. I can slouch all I want. I can accidentally pick my nose all I want. I can straighten my mustache all I want, and nobody will be able to tell.
Well, now they're gonna know.
I mean, they already knew. Okay. Alright, we are about 4 kilometers above sea level, which is about 4 kilometers above ground level, because we are even shorter than we came the first time. Oh, hey, you can kind of see my face there. So we're going to pop the fairing, and do a big old named quick save here. So we can adjust all the wheel spring strengths. We can ditch this and deploy the parachutes. And once that fully deploys, I'll do a big name quick save, and then we can start to adjust the wheel strengths, which was our problem the last time we tried to land. So it was the spring strength, which was too high. So how about 0.5? Why is this taking so long? Now please tell me that they work with symmetry. They do, okay. You can't see my face of relief, but trust me, I'm making a face of relief. So to drive roughly 29 kilometers, and 5.5 of those kilometers are up. Well, it's trigonometry, it's not 5 of those kilometers. Technically speaking, 29 kilometers would be the hypotenuse, and 5 would be the opposite side. But I don't want to get my phone out right now. And like, you know, I don't have trig tables memorized, because that's not the era we live in. We don't have to memorize trig tables because we have wonderful technologies for that. If I had grown up like 30 years ago, I probably would not be on a path to engineering. Okay, final stretch. All right, please say that the spring strength is okay. Please. Yes. Eve is not that hard to land on. I just landed on Eve. Oh wait, did I quick save? I should quick save just again, just in case. Oh, we are going downhill, so that's why we're going so fast. Alright, I don't think I'm gonna drive this all the way there right now, but like, I'm gonna at least do short time warp tests. Okay, this rover is not really ×2. Oh, we broke a wheel on ×2. So I have to ×1 time warp for a 30-kilometer journey as the crow flies, which is not going to be how we manage this with the rover, and I have to go uphill. That's going to be fun. Do I do that now, or do I leave that for another time? Why? Reeves Mountain? Why is it so hard to drive on Eve? I don't know. Alright. Actually, hold on. So the crew descent vehicle, I have not decided if that's going to be a capsule or a plane yet. And it would be really tragic if I drove this all the way up on the hill. And then immediately afterwards, I landed the crew vehicle down the hill. Then I'd have to take this crew transport over, drive it down the hill, then drive it back up the hill with the crew on board. That would be just a big, huge tragedy, and I don't want that to happen. Am I just kind of making up excuses for me not to drive 30 kilometers uphill right now? Maybe. But do I also have a point? Absolutely. What's that thing? Oh yeah, it's one of those other what are they called? Okay, we can do this slope without slowing down, although we are slowly running out of electricity. So if we can do that slope, we might be able to. There's got to be a path up the mountain. Like, granted, this first step is getting closer to the mountain. Okay, so I drive. You can't see my mouse, but again, how about bottom right corner of my webcam. And you can see my face now because when I clicked on this, it took me out of Kerbal and a white window is open. So like, that corner of my webcam. If I'm about right here. I need to go here, through this pass, and then up this side because this side looks very not steep. Okay. So I'm going backwards now. All right, back up. Here we go. I should make that into a full parody. Why is Eve so hard to land on? Why is Eve so hard to land on? Like, I should do that. Like, that needs to be a full video. Is that song copyrighted, though? Probably not, because it's so old. That was a bright lightning strike. Okay, there's a difference between how much you can see my face if I look at the sky and I look at the ground. It's a very big difference. Because like all the illumination is coming from my screens. Oh, I'm out of electricity. Okay, there's no time-lapse mode on OBS, so I guess I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet, speed up this video. Yeah, I should probably move this out of the way. So you can just, because like, it's gonna be dark. I'm gonna enjoy the light. Enjoy the time-lapse. Okay, pausing the time lapse for a second, it just occurred to me that, like, since, like, we know joules in terms of potential energy, like kilogram meter, I don't know, whatever that is, like, you can raise something up and it'll have a certain amount of potential energy, if we assume the efficiency of the wheels is 100%, which is not, okay, never mind, wait, hold on, I don't know, we might be able to find out the value of an electric charge in joules, if we know the wheel efficiency, which we don't. So if we know something else, we need down the wheel efficiency, but there might be too many unknowns. Basically, I don't know. Also, this is going to be absolutely brutal because we have to make so many charging stops, especially when we're going uphill. And if you see that, there's nothing but uphill here. Like, honestly, come to think about it, I should have made this an aircraft, like a propeller hexapod VTOL thing. Like, when people complain about electric car range anxiety, and in real life you have, like, oh, it can go a few hundred miles without needing a charge. This is what they're complaining about. An electric car like this. Like, imagine if this was actual real-life electric cars, and people still said the same things about it. Like, electric people would swear that it's, like, oh, the greatest thing ever. The range anxiety, like, isn't that bad. The range anxiety be like... Actually, though, I definitely should have put way more batteries on this. Like, since we can attach things via EVA now, I might actually bring more batteries with me when I bring the crew here, and then just bolt a whole bunch of batteries to the outside. Because this is outrageous. I'm not sure how far I went, but, like, it could have been that far. Like, I've only gone, like, I've gone almost a third of the way, and that's the easy third. But you know, this series is not about being fast. It's about enjoying the view, and naming things, and going places, finding the beauty on Eve's surface. Which this place is pretty beautiful. We can use trigonometry to estimate the the high lamp site. If you look at it, our target indicator is about 12 degrees above us. So if we do our mathematics, so 1.4, so 5.06 kilometers above sea level. Oh, I ran out of electric charge again. Let's see how accurate that is. Granted, like, there's a lot of slop in there. Like, yeah, you know. So if we can just get over this hump to the good side, we should have a much easier time of doing things. But this is a very intense hump to get over. Plus, this rover can only really do 10 degrees of climb. Easily. For all those people who in high school said, when are we ever going to use this during the trigonometry lessons? Well, here's me. This is less of a time lapse and more of a time lapse interrupted by me saying interesting things that pop into my mind when there's blackness to my right, Eve to my front, and lightning to my left. Why is you so hard to drive on? Ah, hit a rock. I hit a rock. Are all the wheels fine? Yeah, we're fine. The thing is, I have not driven a Rover on Eve, like, I have not driven a Rover long distance since, like, those things that you could actually run into were added. Like, I'm so used to, not being able to run into terrain scatters, but then they added ones that you could actually hit, and I just haven't had the time to play Kerbal on a grand scale like this, a lot. I mean, granted, the fact that the first episode in this series was months ago and there was a long hiatus, you know, also speaks to that. But, like, you know, I just don't get out, like, to actually drive places much in Kerbal. And yes, we are going the wrong way, but it's so we can have an easier time going the rest of the way. Sometimes the right way forward may appear backwards at first. That's not by anyone famous, that's by me. We've gotten up the hard part. Now we're on the mostly flatter stuff. Okay, well maybe not until there, but like we're close. Now this, I have not seen this before. I don't know what this is. I have literally never seen one of these before, ever. I assume it's some sort of volcanic rock. It kind of looks like the magic boulder, but like crash into Eve. So maybe I'll see more of those on my journey. I'll come back here maybe eventually to like examine it more in detail, but yeah. Say what you will about Kerbal battery technology, but like it never wears out when you charge it a bunch of times. So they're good at that at least. If I calculate like what an electric charge is in terms of joules, then I can also calculate based on the battery mass, like how good the Kerbal's battery technology is, like in terms of joules per kilogram, and what their energy density is, and like how good their batteries actually are. And actually, assuming 100% efficiency in the wheels might be a good thing, because it will give me an upper bound for how good there is. And if the upper bound is much less than ours, then we can determine that, yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean. Okay, this whole time, and by the way, my second monitor is working now. We bought an adapter. This entire time, I've been looking off to my right. There's a YouTube tab behind my OBS on my right-hand monitor, and there's been this thing that's been tempting me this entire time, and it's all I can do not to pause this and go click on it. It's Nile Red, apparently eating an Indian potato chip, like a metal potato chip, and the thumbnail is just like, I want to click it, but I can't. I have to drive. Oh, it's nice and flat again. And we're actually 2/3 of the way there, in both like distance and in altitude. And this remaining distance, we might be able to switch back up that, but like I initially thought I'd have to go around like a bottom corner like this way. But I might just be able to switch back up the steep gray area. Oh, I'm going backwards. Brakes. Now here we are. The final stretch of the climb of the mountain. That looks really steep. But hey, we're basically within physics distance of the ground base. And I think I'm actually going to put the rover by the ground base for now, and not anything else. So I should probably switch my target to here. So actually a tad closer than we were previously, just by switching our destination. 2.7 kilometers, we are 90% of the way there, but then this is a bit of a hard 10%. Excuse me. Alright, this is probably our last charging stop, although we might need one more. Yeah, with how botched that start was, we're gonna need one more. Because they already used a quarter of it, and we've gone negative distance. Because I can't see my keyboard because it's so dark, and I keep pressing the wrong things. Okay, alright. Quarter of our electricity, we've gone backwards 100 meters, and we almost ran over a rock. We are so close. We're in physics range of everything we've landed so far, but we need one more charge. We're like less than 800 meters away, but due to that mix-up at the beginning, okay, maybe we would have needed one more anyway, but mostly due to that mix-up at the beginning, we need another charge because we're basically level with it. We need to get over this ridge. We might be able to see him soon. Okay, those are going to be both behind that hill, so we're not going to be able to see that, but we should be able to see the base in a second here. Right, okay, that's hidden by the ridge. And there's the base. There's that antenna sticking out. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Now, at the beginning of the video, I said, oh, that's going to be the thumbnail. No. This is going to be the thumbnail. I think I'm going to give one more go at landing one of the other things, the Ezret maybe. But I do think that is a good place to end the video. So actually, no, I'm going to end it here. So thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you next time when we land the rest of the stuff. Ultimate Steve,